Russia condemned the action of Israel.
Territory, following the Israeli leadership's announcement of a decision to escalate hostilities in the Gaza Strip, envisaging its occupation. We thank Assistant Secretary General Miroslav Yencha and the head of the OCHA office in Geneva, Ramesh Rajasingham, for their briefings. The other day, the world found out the shocking news that the Security Cabinet of the government of Benjamin Netanyahu had taken the decision to introduce forces into Gaza and to bring the Gaza Strip under the total control of the Israeli security forces with the aim, as the Israeli cabinet said, of defeating Hamas. These actions by the Israeli leadership are a gross violation of international law. They demonstrate their blatant disregard for the appeals of the international community and the decisions of the UN Security Council, and they deal a very serious blow to the prospects for the two-state solution to the Palestinian-Israeli conflict. We roundly condemn the intentions of the Netanyahu government to seize Gaza. In this context, we join the calls upon West Jerusalem to refrain from such extremely dangerous steps which undermine the already fragile prospects for the peaceful settlement to the Middle East conflict. We insist on Israel's strict compliance with the norms of international law and the well-known legal basis for the Middle East peace process, including the relevant resolutions of the UN General Assembly and Security Council. We also recall that Israel's plans run counter to the advisory opinion of the International Court of Justice of the 19th of July 2024, which inter alia unambiguously requires that West Jerusalem immediately put an end to the occupation of Palestinian lands. Moreover, the adoption of this plan essentially indicates the official and public recognition by Israel of its aims to seize and occupy the enclave. As is known, after separating from Gaza and the withdrawal of Israeli settlers from there in 2005, the Israeli leadership said that there was no state of occupation, which was not in line with the international legal interpretation, given the continued Israeli control over the perimeter of the Gaza Strip, its airspace, and its coastline. It turns out that over all of these years, Israel had been carrying out and is now intensifying precisely such an occupation of Gaza, with all of the resulting obligations to protect and provide for the civilian population, which are binding and which should not depend on the wishes of the occupying party, as stipulated by the norms and principles of international humanitarian law, including the Fourth Geneva Convention. Mr. President, literally a few days ago, here in this Council, upon the initiative of Israel, we had a detailed discussion of the situation of the Israeli hostages in Gaza. The majority of the members of the Security Council clearly and unambiguously